What the freak is up, Denny's? We're at it again. We're at it again. Back in the loud server. It has been... I'm gonna take a wild stab and say 2 weeks again since the last time we played. We're listening to the Cocteau Twins. Heaven or Las Vegas, because I just remembered that this album existed the other day. And I was like, huh, that's a good one. We were building our Section 8 apartments here. We didn't finish, but we got pretty far along. So we're gonna pick up on that again. What is happening? Oh my gosh. I heard a villager die. That is horrible news, guys. No, okay, we're good. Oh my gosh. I got a mushroom. Yeah, okay. Guys, that was so bad. We need some defense down here. I think I'm gonna make a golem. We need to get more trees and finish the construction. I think... Should this have 2 stories? I already did make it bigger, so... I think it could stand to be 2 stories. I think that is the plan for today. Just gonna pick up on that again. Got all this nonsense in my inventory. Well, I need my saplings. I don't know where to put anything. That's what's throwing me. I guess I'll just be unorganized. I'll continue on this path to destruction I've already set sail on. And make a golem. How much do they need? Gosh, this thing is a good record. I listened to it heavily back when I went back to high school. With a lot of the Smith stuff. Galaxy 500 and car seat headrest. 3, and then, so it's 5 blocks of iron. That's what my quick math is telling me. It's Easter today. The day our Lord resurrected, came back from the dead. A day worth celebrating, but I'm pretty sure this is just like a random day some dude in history decided was Easter. I don't know if it was actually like, 2000. Well, it'd actually be less than 2,000 years ago, because he was 33 when he died, thereabouts. So, temporarily died. Yeah, I don't know if Easter is real. Like, I don't know if Easter is because we know the date it happened, or if it's just kind of a random thing. Like, Christmas isn't supposed to be, actual Christmas. So they say. I really wouldn't know. I'm a big idiot. Okay. Clearly, I don't remember how to make a golem. 2, 3. That's not right. Dude, I'm such a noob. I've been playing for 1,000 years. Do I need to make it like a carved pumpkin or something? Where's Siri when you need her? Hey Siri, how do you make an iron golem in Minecraft? A T-shape with a carved pumpkin. How do you make a carved pumpkin, Siri? Oh, that's not the correct question. In Minecraft. Siri was telling me how to do it in real life, which is not my purposes. No! My path is ruined. How do you actually make a carved pumpkin? Dude, what's wrong with me? That's what I would do. Not that either. Shears? Luckily I have this. How lucky is that? Boop. Yeah! Security detail. I wish I had a name tag. I name him Rico. We also seem to have an issue. Yeah. Look at that cool guy. And I wasted him. I didn't need all that blockage. Alright. Back to tree chopping. It always comes back to tree chopping. No matter what you do, you always end up tree chopping. Hey, the trees are still... Nobody's been here. The trees are still down from when we cut them down last time. I've been sick for a long time. Like, this whole past 2 weeks I've been sick. So part of the reason why I've been kind of avoiding everybody's... I got, like, Super Corona 3000. Or I did. I think I've mostly gotten better now, which is good. I'm still a little bit crummy, but nowhere near as bad as it was. And I missed the Easter service at church today, which was really not intentional. I've been kind of... Oh, let's keep this tree. It's got a beehive. I've been kind of, you know, wishy-washy with the church attendance lately, which is not really intentional. It's not unintentional either, I guess. If I really, 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 really was prioritizing it, I guess I could go. Today I slept late, and I had a choice between going to the service, which I had been made aware was kind of like an event for a Christian, which obviously Easter is an event for Christians, but like I'm sitting here like, who came up with Easter? Which I guess I could have looked up or something. So I was already having a little question about it. And then everybody's talking about what clothes they're gonna wear and how they're gonna dress up all nice. And then I was thinking like, well, and then I'm just gonna show up in a t-shirt too big for me and a stupid pair of shorts. And I'm like, well, like they were saying like ready for Christian prom. Like it was obviously a joke, but that was like, so when faced with the option of I can either go to Christian prom or I can go see my grandpa and recharge the AC in my pickup truck and talk about politics and religion and old cars for a long time, I made the decision because I've been meaning to go up there for a long time because I made the plan originally to go up there on my birthday. So that was 2 or 3 weeks ago now. And so I go over there. He's got this he recently got a hold of this really cool old truck. I think it's an 84 Nissan pickup, which was sold in the United States as Nissan and Datsun, which, Datsun was the old, like when Nissan first started importing cars from Japan to America in the 70s, maybe even the 60s, they didn't do it under their normal brand. They, called themselves Datsun, I guess to protect their reputation in case things went sour. And anyway, this was a Datsun slash Nissan pickup truck, which is very neat. And this thing is freaking sick. It's got a mismatched fender. All the paint is worn to like a satin finish. It's like a tan, goldish bronze color. It's got the optional bumper on the back because they didn't come with bumpers on the back. It was like a separate dealer option, and it's stamped. It says Gadsden, Alabama. So, you bought your Nissan truck, and then you got a bumper from a company in Gadsden, Alabama. Which is pretty neat. And I sat in this truck. It smelled like the 70s. It had that old car smell. Like, just you're smelling decades and decades of worn down plastic and vinyl. It was like a tan interior, which was pristine perfect. No cracks in the dash, no tears in the seats. It was actually absurdly good. That's the weird thing about that truck, is that it is absurdly, weirdly solid, and it's like a brand new 1970s, or it's an 80s, it's an 84. It's like a brand new 1984 Datsun pickup truck with some rust painted on it. I've never seen a vehicle where like an old car where the doors are a smooth and crisp clean action as I did on this one. It was just absurdly well made. The tailgate opens and closes. No, you don't have to finesse it at all. You don't have to mess with it at all. It just works. Like, that's insane to me. It had like 140,000 miles on the odometer, and it runs perfect. No skips, no hiccups, nothing. And it's like a brand new truck with fake bad paint and rust, but it was really, really cool. And it was lowered. I think it was lowered in the back. It sat real close and tight to the ground. It had a really nice stance to it. It also probably was loaded down with wood in the back, which might be why it was sitting so good. But and it's a manual too. It was like a holy grail little piece of crap beater pickup truck for someone like me. I tried to let him, I was like, dude, you gotta let me drive it, but he wouldn't let me drive it because I really am not confident driving a stick. I've done it once or twice in my life, and I was really just kind of hoping to learn, and get it down pat. And he's like, nah, let's not do it today, because I would drive it out in the field, and it was all muddy and wet today, so unfortunately I got rejected. But he said, come up here next weekend, and we'll do it. So I got an invitation to re-go up there and maybe get my chance with the pickup. literally anybody else would look at this thing and be like, why are you so excited? But that thing is freaking cool as hell. And it has a name. It's named Pepe, which is an absurdly fitting name for it. And it's owned by the same dude who bought it back then. He's kept it for 4 decades. No. Yeah, 4 decades. And then he just gave it to my grandpa. Didn't sell it to him, just gave it to him. Because he's like an old man, he's got like a bad knee and he can't operate the clutch and stuff anymore. I'm like, dude, this is the coolest thing I've seen in recent memory. And then me and my grandpa were just like geeking out over the same stuff I'm geeking about right now. It's like, dude, get load of this door action. You know, just being autistic or something. And that's what I was doing today. And then yesterday, I went and got my I got my new wheels for the truck sitting on some rubber, which was good. Cause I've got these really nice American Racing polished aluminum wheels on my truck right now. They actually came with the truck. I didn't pick those out, but if I were to pick them out, I would have picked out the same ones. But the only catch is that they're 15 by 10s. They're absurdly wide wheels, and they have a lot of poke on them. It was the original guy had them on all-terrain tires, and it was a pretty aggressive look. I swapped the tires over to Cooper Cobra white letter radials, like kind of like a muscle car look. And then I wanted to drop the truck, and it's been giving me all kinds of headaches because you drop the truck and then these massive monster truck wheels I have keep catching on the fenders, so it's slowed the project down to a halt. Like, it was almost a year ago now, if not a complete year ago, when I did the axle flip on the back and everything. It was about a 6-inch drop on the back, and then I had to raise it up another 2 inches. I had to put on lift shackles to hold the leaf springs on. So I dropped it and then put on lift parts to cancel out some of it, to stop the rubbing, And then I bought front suspension drop parts. I spent probably $400 on a set of shocks and coil springs for the front, and I haven't been able to put them on because I'd have to get a whole new set of wheels and tires. And the ones that I had my eye on, it'd be $1,200 all in, and I spend my money too fast to actually save up $1,200. So I've been stalled for quite a while on that. Fortunately, I found some old Lincoln Town Car wheels. I bought them from a dude named Orlandrius. He was a dude in, I think it was Decatur or something. He collects old like luxury cars. He was sitting on like a bunch of old 90s Cadillac Broughams and an Impala SS, which is like my favorite car in the world, and an old Monte Carlo SS, like a G-body. So I met this guy, and he sold me these wheels for $50 a pop off a town car, and they were on these old cracked out white wall tires. Not safe to drive on at all, just completely rotted and old and dry. And I've also been working on that old 1956 F100 with my dad, my grandpa. That's been in my family for forever. And so my grandpa spotted me some 15-inch tires off of a old Honda Civic or something that his son or his wife, had wrecked, and he stole the tires off of them. Gave me the tires to fit on some wheels for the F100. I, in my genius and cunning, got me a new set of wheels, took the tires he gave me and put them on my wheels, and now I'm going to take my cool uh, white letter radials and put them on the old truck. And maybe use my same wheels, but I'd have to get spacers for them and stuff. And I don't know how that's going to look with the poke. So we're either going to do that, or we have a set of vintage, um, you know, magnesium drag wheels, which are way cooler. I just don't know if they actually hold air when you mount a tire on them yet. So if they do, that's certainly the move. That's actually what my grandpa ran on the truck in the 70s. So we're going to test those wheels out and see if they hold air, and then put my nice tires on those wheels, and that truck's going to have like a dialed in, vintage correct, aggressive, old hot rod look to it, which is, it literally, it could not be working out better. And if those don't, then I'm going to spend $100 on some 1-inch spacers to adapt the bolt hole pattern and put on my big fat wide wheels. And it's gonna look a little bit goofy, but nothing on that truck is right anyway, so it don't really matter. How was that for conversation? We already got all this wood together, and we can very close to finishing the job. Let's go ahead and get up on top of this. I'm gonna do it. Oh, and I got all my music going up on DistroKid. Get a load of that. Got 4 releases coming up. One's already out. They are literally all iPhone recordings from like November. Most of them. Some of them are new, but the first release is called did I do it this way on the other apartment? I don't think I did. But yeah, the first release is called Sunflower Seeds. Most of the songs are written probably 3 years ago. The first track was written definitely 3 years ago when I was in college. It's about a girl I was missing. And the second one was about, it's an old song too, but it originally had different music. So I took old lyrics and put them to new music back in the summertime of last year. So it was like, that's probably around August. Third track is an old song. Fourth one is a brand new one, and the fifth one's brand new. And the fifth one, I am really ashamed. Like the issue is, some of these songs I know are really good, but I really dropped the ball on the production aspect, if you want to if you want to call it production, because I didn't produce them. It's voice memos on iPhone that I turned up in a DAW so that it keeps up with everything else on Spotify, and then I just put it out. So, it's not good for my ego, to be honest. It's not because it's not impressive, and you spend so long working on something, you sit on it for so long, you want it to be earth-shattering and different, but it's not, and it's not the end of the world. It's just realistic, I guess. I still feel like I wrote good songs, though. They just don't, the mixes and everything don't sound good. I'm hoping one day I'll have the means and the ability to actually go through and maybe have a full band and do it the way it deserves. But maybe not. Maybe I won't get to do that. I need to pick some flowers. I'm gonna make some beds and dye them different colors. It's such a good sounding album. It's not one I could listen to all the time, I don't think. It's not like, cause it's very sleepy but for me right now it's doing the trick. Nostalgic and all that stuff. I'm a very nostalgic person. I'm always thinking about the good old days. Purple? I got purple? Oh, brother. I can make all these different colors and stuff. How many beds do I need? Didn't count. They got one. They got one. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 beds. That's crazy. Mm-hmm. Two, three, four, five, 6, 7. That's not ideal. Am I out of dye? I can do one more blue bed. No. No, I don't want to do. Poop. How am I? How do I? How do I do that? What did I do? How'd I end up with a white bed? Meow. Gray. Meow. Give me your black. Give me your black. Oh, that's not gonna be a valid villager house because they don't have doors. How foolish of me. What a great album, man. Cocteau Twins. I feel like I'm floating on a cloud. I forgetted that I was gonna make my clerics live in here and they were gonna be cool and mysterious, but I didn't make a door for them. Who's been stomping on my crops? You big dinguses? My life's falling apart over here, guys. Need to go pick my carrots in my carrot corner. The harvest is bountiful. Many carrots were made this day. Many, many carrots. 64 stone pressure plates. Mm. 64 bowls. 18 buckets. What do y'all know about this? Nothing. Y'all don't know what I'm on. Y'all don't know I'm about that. Huh? Oh, that was so loud. Do you not like carrots? I literally gave Librarian Blood a library house. He chose to live in the slums. I think that should be second floor. How long have I been going? 38 minutes? Not a lot has happened, guys. Not a lot has happened. I can either go get stone to build the roof, or I can get more wood and build a second story on top of it. But then how would they get to it? I can make like an overhang, and then this supports it. Like this is like, that's pretty good. And then, but then how you get up there? Because if I do the stairs, it's gonna go like, I could do it. Yeah, I could do it down the side of this guy's house. I'm fairly satisfied with that. Or stairs here going up to it. See, what I've done is I've made an unpathfindable village. Like, the village, they're not going to have any idea how to move around in here. It's going to stump them and confuddle them and bewilder them for eternity. They're never going to get around. Which actually might, they might not even be able to reproduce. I need one more lantern. My iron's in the chest. Yeah. Dude, it's perfect. The record finishes and it starts playing the Smiths. Oh man, I feel so good right now. Why I'll spit in your eye. To the old days anymore. The mind, does the mind rule the body? I don't know. Bridge we kiss, and ended up with sore lips. It's just pissing me off. I think I need to do a second floor. It would just look nice. Don't you think, whatever I named you? Boris? Rufus? Rupert? Rico! Rico. God. Y'all don't know I just did this thing. I just totally did like this vocal inflection thing that my ex used to do. Because she lives on inside of me. The love you have never dies. It just buries inside of your soul and becomes part of you. Mushroom. And I ended up with sore lips. Why am I dilly-dallying, bro? I'm just as bad at this as I am in real life. Just constant distraction, never getting anything done. My trees aren't regenerating because I'm too far away. I'm gonna have to start chopping on the local side, which I don't know why I haven't been doing that already. Wouldn't it be clutch if I like actually expanded the village up here onto this part of the hill? I could do some stairs or something, and then it actually comes up here. Could be the move. I was thinking about this at work the other day. Like, I could put stairs. They go right down there into the garden. And then have a whole upper level for the village. And I could just continue walling it off the same way I've been walling it off the whole time. And the whole, everything is lit up, so they're not in danger. It'd just be more for more real estate. Because I have such a cramped space down here is why I went vertical and actually went out on the lake. And maybe I can find some cheeky way to integrate the portal here. I don't know. It's just ideas, you know. I'm a thinker. That's what I was made to do. I got sheer intellectual horsepower and no due diligence. I'm like crazy intellectual horsepower. I'm like, okay. I've got mid intellectual horsepower. I just cut down one of these trees I don't like to cut. Well, I have a silk touch pickaxe. I'll just move the nest. I don't like to kill my bees. They're a limited resource. Alright. Ah, I heard a baby. I heard a baby villager. Someone's got a party. Here it's never ending. And then it goes on to Replacements. See, Replacements are one of those bands, dude, that I'm the only people in the entire world who understand. It's not true, but it feels like it's true. Because, you know, they get looped in with, you know, like just 80s alternative, and then, or 80s punk, and they don't really fit either of those labels. So the punk guys look at the Replacements and they're like, well, I don't really care too much for them. They're not really punk. And the alternative guys don't look at them and they're like, well, they're kind of sloppy and they're not really like, you know, they're definitely not new wave. They're not fucking Depeche Mode. They're not the Smiths. They're not any of that stuff. They have like 2 popular songs, which fit into that alternative slash college rock label, and those are Swingin' Party and such a fake fan. Why can't I think of what it's called? I Will Dare. Both incredible songs. But, you know. What was I getting at again? I don't know. I'm just yapping. The Replacements are beautiful because they're like... And then Bastards of Young, which is like... huge. Magnum opus. Dude. 2 children. They've made 2 children. The farmer and the reader. Farmer and the librarian. You could make a little romance novel out of that. Good job, guys. I'm proud of you. You're probably going to grow up to be a farmer. And then the other one's probably going to grow up to be a librarian. 3 kids? Holy mackerel. 4! 5. Dude, they are going crazy. We have so many children. Oh, wow. I gotta give them all jobs now. And you got flowers. You're such a good... We love Rico. Dude, that was a crazy reveal. Like, okay, 3, 4, 6, 10 babies. We have a whole population. That's so big. I don't think I've ever seen a baby villager before. job, little buddy. You're gonna be something when you grow up. They don't have roofs on their houses yet. Ay. Let's build the second story. This is good. This is a great ending. You know what? I'm gonna wrap it up here and start the next one.